uh, uh. Let me quickly open FGO on the other one as well. We need some music. Sino lo-fi. Nah, I wanna listen to synthwave for some reason. I have no idea why I listen to synthwave and I like it so much. Does it work? Nah, I wanna listen to something else. Give me a second. Sleepwave. Wait, there's Sleepwave out there? What's that? Sleepwave. Oh, it's a band. I see. Yeah, that's not the thing I was expecting. Not at all. But hey. So Sleepwave, huh? Okay, give me a second. I'll find something. How was it called again? The playlists. Alright. Here we got it. We got it. We got that one. No. So there's a 24 radio. Should I listen to it? Nah. Sleep. It just says sleep. Yes, I agree. Let's sleep each other. What? So. Woo, hey. Hey, APG, it's been a while since I last seen you. Dude. I'm tired a little. It's been 6 hours of playing a game. I can do this though. You're gonna do Salem. Now we're gonna listen to some good old Dreamwave. Hey Lamau, hey Gregory, what up dude? We're gonna play some gacha weep games. Hi, yeah man. It's good to see you. Good to see you still alive and kicking or something. This mission was awful, dude. Gregory, tell me, I did something wrong, right? I did something real wrong here. I expected this to be a lot easier on me. So we're gonna do this mission really quick because I want to do my weeklies as early as possible, and you know I want to avoid losing. Here, my level 89 Ilya's gonna help me, and as a support, we're gonna get Zhuangzhang. So, glad you decided to watch me of all people. Yada yada yada. I'm gonna play this twice, so sometimes my concentration that has already been seeping out of my body, it'll just go worse. Cause you know, gotta make sure that I don't do any mistakes over here. So we get the boy Hassan, we get her, and then we're gonna get you, get not you, get you, get then not one of those guys, and then this one. All right, change to CE. Give me a second. Oh boy. I can do this. I can still do this. Where's this? I take this one. Move. Take this. And then 3 more. So. That's good enough. Alright. Oh, we can start. Alright. Let's finish this one quick. Anyone got anything to talk about? If not, I have something to talk about. Feel free to say what I'm starting my conversation. So, like I said, I have a first question for you, Gregory. If you're still here, for some reason, You know, how's Pokemon? How's Pokemon so far? There's a lot of criticism going on for Pokemon at the very least, but you know, it's a fine game overall, I would say. Sadly, you know, I have to always say, not to hinder your enjoyment of the Pokemon game. You know, if you're enjoying it, I'm glad. It's just the major flaw is that me as a story focused person really doesn't like the story in Pokemon Sword and Shield because it doesn't exist. I wish it was more existent. They would make use of then what they have, but really they don't really do it. Would be cool. So yeah, we gotta punch those guys. And yeah, oh, there are wolves you have to fight. It's level 40. Oh no, everyone is weak. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. So anyways, I feel like, you know, there's a lot good in this game as there's a lot of bad in Pokemon, the video games. Overall, you know, glad to hear that you enjoy it, or you know, at least play it. Didn't see you as a Pokemon fan. Just watch you fight versus 40 devils. Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. They're all gang up on the angel, man. Until they see it. Until they see a griffin. What is the AI? What is wrong with the AI? They really like killing griffins. They really absolutely hate griffins. I can't explain that. This is really strange. But I hate you now that you freed that prick. What? No, he's a good guy. He just did this. I like him. Despite all he did, I like him. He just defended his castle and he was incredibly strong too. He's incredibly reliable. I would hate to see him die. That guy gave me nightmares. Yeah, I know, but still. Huh? He deserved that freedom, man. He's a good boy. He didn't do anything wrong, okay? Didn't do anything wrong at all. Anyways, yeah. Pokemon. Decent. Sad, no story. I've been looking through the new Pokemons, by the way. I couldn't say it in the stream. In the Had My Magic stream because, jeez. Good night, dude. Alright, have a good one, man. I guess I'm a talk with myself. Alright, I will finish that sentence though. Screw you. I will finish that sentence and you can't stop me. Lots of those Pokemons are interesting to say the least. You know, at least, you know, gameplay wise, competitively wise, they make a difference. You see, like, oh, this guy does something and this guy does something else. Really cool, really cool. I thought there were more cookie cutter Pokemons, you know, that are comparable to the other ones in the earlier generations, and it's somewhat true. But hey, can't live without Skarmory. Gotta need Skarmory too, or free, depending on how many you like. So, I forgot about the rest. Or something else I wanted to talk about, but ooh, my brain. So, I guess I'm by myself for now. We finished this. We will start reading the story. And with reading, I mean, you know, God bless if I have a semblance of a brain left after that one. I wanna see if we get past chapter 1. Which, you know, I hear that it'll take some time. You know, Pokemon are quite nice so far. I like the legendary in the cover. Looks like a fake Sif. Yeah, I also saw it and saw, yeah, that's a fake Sif. It's a freaking fake one. I like the shield, and I like the shield dog more, but the sword dog is incredibly strong. It's a huge boy. It doesn't mean a lot to you, but you know, the sword Pokemon is broken. That in all sense and purposes, he is broken. Even amongst the legendaries, he is quite broken. Oh man. But yeah, again, you know, I think if I had to say what is my favorite Pokemon in this batch, I don't know how far you are, so I can't really spoil it. But there's like a certain Pokemon. There's a certain fossil Pokemon that you get, or multiple fossil Pokemon that you can obtain, and all of them are not my favorites. Quite the contrary, as a matter of fact, because I feel really bad for them. But if you get there, tell me what you think about them. I can just say that much. It's just expected. This is what I would do if I were a child, probably. And then deeply regret it years later down the line. Not bad at all. In fact, I dare say it came out rather well. Good morning, Sanson. Having a late breakfast? Oh, what a wonderful smell in the hallway. Gotta go in the kitchen for that. Is that creepy? Crepper. Morning mash. So this is a buckwheat galette. I hear we procure some lovely ham, and I found myself hooked after spending some time with the chef. So using ham, cheese, and soft-boiled egg. And is that zucchini? Zucchini is fine. It looks delicious. Thank you. I often had galettes like this when I was growing up in Paris. They were originally a peasant dish from the Bretagne region. It's even said they were served at the palace of King Louis, the more than 10th mother, Anne of Austria. Ideally, I would have liked to pair it with a hot cider, but... Alright, exactly, you couldn't do that because we ran out, right? Apparently some broke into the kitchen and stole most of our alcohol. Anyways, good night. Yeah, man, have a good one. Thanks for joining in, man. See you. Good to see you. By the way, Gregory, I missed you again, damn it. The GTFO is again open beta is tomorrow. I don't know. I just wanted to tell you. On the 3rd, it's open. It is, technically it is the 3rd, but probably no one's gonna be awoke for that. Enough. Really? Was it a thief? I think so, since a number of rooms also experience inexplicable blackouts around the same time. That's why I'm on the case right now. I'm on the case. Holmes has been preoccupied with something in the hangar lately, so it's up to me to be detective of this time. You can give it a try, it looks really promising. Sure, man. Let's go, dude. Okay, now you can leave. I see. In that case, I will gladly offer my assistance. Ever since the search of the 7 Holy Grails came to an end, what has brought me the greatest joy? Was the fact that he did not really appear in any of the 7s. Is the drastic improvements made to Shalia's pantry. It's thanks to them that servants like us can enjoy seasonal delicacies and flavors from around the world. I'm so grateful to be able to experience so many wonderful tastes, but ashamed to learn that there's a thief among us here in Shalia. Who could it be? Xiao Lamao. Yeah, man. Ciao. Ciao, my dude. Just keep it spicy. Keep it hot and spicy. So, let me see. Need you, and then can't pick blah blah blah. So, I guess this will be an all-out caster team. So, me too. Since Shalia is still responsible for preserving humanity, managing our food stockpiles is important. Well said. Huh? Tuppy. My head. I feel sick. Good morning, Robin. You seem a bit under the weather. Oh, morning, Mesh. Don't mind me. I can smell the alcohol from here. Robin? He's clearly hungover. He must have drunk an immense amount to be this affected, despite being a servant. Why does my voice change? Fortunately, this works out well. Here, Robin, drink up this onion soup that I have on me and the hallway. I'll get you hydrated and replenish some of the salt you lost. If that doesn't cure your hangover, drink a glass of water with some baking soda to reduce the acidity in your stomach. That's a pretty smart boy. No thanks. I'm not drinking that. I smelled rotting animals that weren't so rank. There aren't even any medicinal herbs in it. I mean, it's not like you're a witch or an alchemist or... Ugh, my head. I knew it. You're still in bad shape. What help could you be if there was an emergency right now? Won't you please consider taking Sanson's advice and having the soup? Also, I would appreciate it if you would care to tell me what happened last night, and please don't skimp out on the details. Last night? Okay, if that's what you want. I couldn't care less what the drugged up Frenchie says, but I can't say no to you. Voice changes all the time. Gotta get used to that. Still, there's not much to tell. I just kind of ended up getting roped into the little drinking party the authors were having. Sometimes it's nice to just cut loose and drink a little like there's no tomorrow. Consequences be damned, you know. Anyway, the last thing I remember is Amadeus crashing the party, drinking the rest of the booze. After that, it's all blank. Amadeus, I swear the man is bottomless pit where alcohol is concerned. He always shows up in an unannounced at party, strains the wine cellar as if it were his own, doesn't even pay a single AQ to boot. ACU. Robin, were you perhaps sent to the raid to the kitchen last night, as a rant boy of sorts? Now that you mention it, I think something like that might have happened. His voice was maybe too manly, but you know, we take him. I see, I'm glad I'm making progress. I knew I could resolve a small case like this without asking Holmes for help. Sanson, my boy, did it. At any rate, it seems clear that you were all getting plastered on Charlie reserves. Indeed, what a sorry sight. Yeah, not all of us were brought up with the luxury of using proper kid knives and forks for our dainty little breakfasts, unlike some nobles I know. I'm not a noble. Oh, is that so? Maybe you're not, but you aren't exactly one of us commoners either, are you? Got him. What's going on with Robin? Does he have some sort of problem with Sanson? Because he's rich. I have no idea. Just leave him be, man. Don't have to be that evil. Didn't do none wrong, yeah? Didn't do none wrong, the lad. An alarm that does have a tablet of USA. What does the tablet of USA smash? Let me see. It's a type 3 alert. An abnormality has been spotted somewhere far away. I head for the command room. WW almost Abby Ree. Hey dude, me is all reading time. Hey, I'm day 1 for the first time in my freaking life. Could we turn it down? This sounds like the last thing I need with this headache. Robin, you need to take care of your hangover before you do anything else. Agreed. Once you do that, I shall take you to the chef. Let's go. Getting the healthy boy out. Gotta take care, Mesh. Don't push yourself too hard now. Looks like the things have finally calmed down. Guess they've got a handle on the situation now. Ah well, it ain't any of my business. I'm an A-OK steering clear of the time limelight. All of those hot-blooded heroes types can handle demon chic schemes and threats to humanity just fine without me. This soup really does hit the spot. Onion soup. Don't betray me. Samson is gonna betray me. He's gonna backstab me. And the only thing that's gonna left from me is, you know, a single sock. I'm here. What's the situation? You're looking as fluffy as ever, Mesh. Darling, would I say you look dashing with your clothes that you always wear since 2 years? Did you say fluffy? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean by that, but thank you, senpai. Gotta spice up the conversation, you know. We can't talk on a good morning. Hey, are you good? We gotta have some spice, have some laughs, have some supposed compliments, you know, to make it a bit spicy. Yeah. In fact, you're looking quite fluffy, kind of fluffy yourself too. Like here, where you still got some bad head. Thanks, dude. Thanks, bro. I knew I could count on my favorite bro to evaluate my bad hair. Okay, you two. It's too early in the morning for flirting, and the command room isn't the place. Huh? Hey. It's a bromance between a bro and a girl, okay? It just happened. It's a bromance between two guys, but one guy happens to be, you know, biologically, technically speaking, be a girl, but it doesn't matter. It's a bro moment. You can't take that away. That's better. Now then, here's all the information we've got so far. You can fix your bad head while you listen, Darren. All right. No, I'm not fixing it. I'm making it worse. I'm the worst when it comes to orders. You order me something, I do the other. You can't make my bad hair good. I'm gonna make you a bad hair. I'm gonna make this bird on your head a bad hair as well. And this HQ, I'm gonna take the HQ from his stuff. Rebel mode. First of all, we know that the alarm originated in North America. We're detecting an incredible magical energy signature, but the threat level is fairly low, at least for now. At the moment, we're sending a fleet of investigative drones to collect more intel and communicating with the local authorities. We're also coordinating with the North American branch of the major association, since Shalias didn't observe this phenomenon. However, there aren't many association agents in North America, so I doubt there'll be much of help. Where exactly in North America is this coming from? Is this in the past or is this in the future? Oh, is it in the present, I mean. If you direct your to on the screen, right here. This image was just taken by one of our stationary satellites. The United States East Coast, specifically in an area north of Boston, Massachusetts. I always had a problem with this thing. Massachusetts. You gotta be kidding me, sir. Oh god, no. Turn it from English to what? Massachusetts. Are you serious? Give me a second. Massachusetts. Alright, man. Alright, Desu.
Massachusetts.
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 Massachusetts. Close enough. I got there. I got there. Anyways, I have to reload the dashboard. Kinda not showing the messages, yeah? Lol. What do you mean, huh? My German tongue can't really spell that Massachusetts. I just call it the mass land. The land of a lot of mass. Anyways, what I wanted to originally look up was something different. So really quick. Wait. Okay. Okay, east. Okay. We got him. We got him, boys. Yes, shut up. Come to think of it, it's still in the middle of the night over there. Isn't it even so? It's so dark I don't see a hint of light anywhere. The light has disappeared, Sora. You gotta defeat the Heartless in order to get the soul back. Go for it. Gosh darn. Sora, you have to get. I stop now. I'm getting way too tired for that. It's so dark I don't even see the hint of light anywhere. Looks more like a crater than anything. Yeah, we don't talk about Kingdom Hearts here. That's right, it's pitch black, complete and total darkness, no Heartless here. We can't detect so much as the hint of artificial light within the perfectly circular 7-kilometer radius. This is no blackout or freak weather. The Magecraft is the only explanation for something like this. When we have to resort into going into Magecraft explanations instead of explaining it normally, but I'd give him that at the very least, you know. At the very least, I give him that. Can't explain everything, yeah. Just a second, we're gonna switch out people. We're gonna use someone strong. And then we're gonna beat people up, and I'm gonna be so cool. I'm gonna say like, oh, well, you're such a good player. I'm saying no. God, even in my own mind, I'm not giving myself praises. I have a hardest time giving myself praises. There's a blackout or freak weather, blah blah Magecraft. Naturally, since it's covered in such a total darkness, we don't have any other visual data. Do we know what's in the middle of this darkness? A heart, perhaps? As I recall, there was a port town here at this inlet. I think its name was... Oh. Salem. It is a cursed name, both for the might man and for us. Geronimo, my presence was requested, and so I have come. Oh, poor Geronimo. He's been dragged into America, into America's singularities, and most of the time it's not even about, his day and age. It's all about the other age that went after the, I feel bad a little bit. People talk too much. I assure you I can be of use, Da Vinci. My tribe knows little of the sea, after all. I'm sure, Geronimo, in fact, you're the perfect warrior for the job. The proud members of your tribe have been attuned to the land's voice since the ancient times, so we could really use your wisdom right now. I see. So the situation has become so dire that you're making a formal request for my help. Very well, I will be of assistance however I can, as a really low grade as a caster. I would really like to level him up, but I feel like I would shoot myself in the foot. And shoot myself in the second foot as well while we're at it, just for funsies. He's not good. What about the people inside the darkness? Are they alright? At the moment, we have no way of knowing. So far, the US Army reconnaissance drones haven't picked up any signs of the local populace or even a radio transmission. And this story is really long and simply put, 50,000 people just finished their perfectly ordinary day, have inexplicably disappeared. I can only imagine what the White House advisors are going through right now in the run-up to the inevitable press conference. But dear God, that's terrible. Could this be a demon god pillar? Nani? You mean one of those demon god pillars that escaped from Goetia when it was destroyed? Goetia. Yes, Darren, this is most certainly the work of a demon god pillar. That's sad. The extent of which it seems to not be making any effort to conceal the insidious nature of this anomaly concerns me. In the other abnormalities we've dealt with over the past several months, like Shinyuka and Agatha, even though Agatha sucks, the culprits try to keep their identities a secret. On top of that, both of these singularities occurred in the past. Hell, in Agatha's case it was so rough, thoroughly hidden that it was literally miles under the ground in the past. But that's not the case here. It's taking place right now. And it's so obvious that even the US government knows about it. They're a bit spooked, Yeah, I'm sorry, but everyone would be a little bit spooked if they would see eternal darkness right in front of them unfolding. Neither of the other demon gods have attempted anything like this, and that is truly worrying. Still, at least the singularity is much a smaller scale. Reminds me of Ryuki, in how it is only covering a single town. Smaller scale. Only in comparison with that what we have seen so far, you mean? But even now I can see this tragedy unfolding before my eyes. I pray that the dawning sun will chase away the curtains of darkness that has befallen this land. So what will you do now, Da Vinci? And you, my friend? We have to get to Salem right now. We have to get to Salem. Right, senpai. I am afraid I disagree. The time is not yet right. Huh? But there are people in a clear and present danger. 50 and more than 100 of them, no less. We do not know for sure. That is not a trap. It is possible that we may end up being glad that only tens of more than hundreds of people lost their lives there. We are still very much in the dark ourselves. All we know for certain is what Da Vinci said. Never before have we seen such a bold approach as this. I sense that the demon god lying in wait in this darkness is more cautious and villainous than any we have yet faced. They like overhyping their own story in their own story. This is something that I noticed while I was reading this off stream. I didn't read too much, but they did overhype their own story in their own story. So just to tell Da Vinci, have there been any updates on the investigation? Any further details come to light? Yes, there have been few more updates, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. When the darkness first appeared, it quickly expanded to its current radius in just a few seconds before its progress suddenly stopped. Since then, it's remained completely static, at least for the outside. Mages from the association have sent familiars, but we've lost contact with each and every one of them, like a bird or some. Land, sea, low-flying air, no matter how the familiars attempt to infiltrate the darkness. Not even a single one of them has reported back. Not even a human. Just send humans in. They're expendable. We have a lot of those. That's a clear violation of the rules. No, it's not a clear violation. If you're tired. If you're dead tired, alright? To infiltrate the darkness, not a single one of them has reported back. On top of that, the director of Boston's Holy Church hasn't been quiet about this either. This unidentified phenomenon precludes the use of spiritual evocation, sacrifices, runes, summoning circles, and anti-fortress and anti-army noble phantasms in their areas surrounding Salem. These areas include parts of Beverly, Peabody, Danvers, Kentuck, Barblehead, Swampscott, and Lynn from Fire Emblem. We regretfully report that we have not discovered any evidence of magical involvement, nor can we completely rule it out in regards to the situation. All that means is the phenomenon has taken the church completely by surprise, so it's safe to conclude that none of these persons in interest they've been keeping an eye on have gone near Salem either. You can tell this was a real bitter pill for them to swallow, especially given how proud they are. It's a bit of a surprise for them to throw up their hands in Bethlehem like this, while we just go in. Like, it's just, let's get this out of the way. We just walk in there. Raw, big D energy. Purely on the male survival instinct. We're gonna go in. So yeah, there's a bit of a doofo when smart people can't get past, but you know, I can get past. Though that's not to say they're lost for words. One of them went on to Ed.
I'll venture my personal opinions. I might say that it seems the very hand of God himself has laid waste on the earth.
Can you believe that? Sure, that doesn't sound like something a man of cloth should go around saying, if you ask me. Unbelievable. Well, it would appear to be a different God than the faith sees than one, the true God. I've heard rumors about Chaldea staff being stationed around the world for some time now, but I had no idea they were also working at major association branches and the Holy Church. Of course they are. They're covert agents we've planted on site to blend into their respective areas. Spies. The Chaldea secret organization hasn't just been sitting around twiddling his thumbs waiting for these stray demons to reappear, you know? Oh yeah, these agents are just part of our overall effort, though I have to admit that it wasn't really easy finding people with no familiar or community ties to get them to work for us. That's really sad. So all the people that they hired are loners, like us. That's cool though. I can respect them. Roman always excelled at hiring the right kind of people. Loners attract loners, friends. He did leave behind a manual detailing his procedures, but it's not just the same. Yeah, it's loners, man. Still, it definitely helped. Once I knew where to look, it was just a matter of balancing the budget. I recruited mages, demonology experts, exorcists, and stationed them in cities of interest. And Boston just happened to be one of them. The other North American Irish agents should all be gathered there by now. At this point, we're still just running reckon. Since we are not on site ourselves, the best thing we can do right now is to gather much information so we can figure out our next move. So we wait for new news before people we trust. I'm running out of breath. That's right, at times like this, there's nothing wrong with depending on the others for help. You've really grown, Darren. Can we have a show don't tell type of thing happening? Because I want to really see things instead of being told things. Trying to handle everything yourself is the height of arrogance and can lead to your terrible mistakes. In the end, you're left with nothing but grief. Yeah, agreed and disagreed to a certain degree. Stuff like that happens. I'm relieved to see that self-sacrifice isn't your answer to everything anymore. Hey, that self-sacrifice gave us a lot of wins. Screw you. Still, isn't there anything we can do? And my nice personality. And that's why I'm insulting you. Of course. Plenty, in fact. Now that the alert level has been raised, we're getting reports from all over the world. Somebody has to determine if they're authentic and whether they're related to what's happening in Salem. I'd like you to handle that mesh stuck in courtyard. Understood? Now I think about the time we pulled in a certain great detective to help us out. His work in the hangar should probably have gotten boring to him by now, so he'd probably be in his room or just wandering around Chaldea. Darren, would you mind speaking with Holmes yourself? Of course, I doubt I have much luck. He barely even pays attention to what Watson has to say. I see. Don't worry, we handle that too. I track him here by force if I have to, just like Mr. Hudson, Mrs. Hudson. Besides, Da Vinci, have you been cooped up in here last night? Ha, you noticed, did you? In the command room? You're right, I was actually in the middle of testing a certain summon when the alarm sounded. Just between us, the timing couldn't have been worse. Even geniuses like me can make mistakes. Geniuses. For a moment I was afraid I might unwittingly cause the second huge Charlie explosion. Is there anything I can do to help? Huh? Self-sacrificing boy over here. You say you wish to have a hand in matters of paperwork, huh? I don't think such orderly, delicate work for a stupid man like you is suited to your quote-unquote talents, friend. Yeah, thanks, friend. As much we you know, it's good. You know how to receive, but you also know how to deliver the blows. I respect you, Geronimo, for that sentence only. I really like this guy. I wish he was better. Why don't you wait until we're ready to act? You can catch up on the napping in the meantime. I agree, senpai. Please let us handle this for now. I may no longer be able to fight on the front lines, but in return I'll do everything I can to support you from the back here by backstabbing me. That's the sort of Kouhai I aspire to be. Yeah. Are we done? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Who's coming with me? Thanks for waiting, everyone. We're nearly ready to begin this operation now. What's more, this will almost certainly end up in being the final race shift. Nani? The final race? This is my... I'm losing my job. What do? I can't go my job anymore. I need to work something else. Can someone teach me how to dance? Or, you know, write some music? We need to change that fast, man. The last mission. Because we know that this is the very last demon god pillar. The last singularity to be served on Earth. We may not have been able to determine whether the demon god pillars have escaped from the Temple of Time had hidden themselves. So, just a second. I need to change something. Talking an extensive amount of time is a little bit tiring by itself. But I'll manage, friends. Thanks for asking, you know. I'm glad there's someone out there who appreciates me and asks me how I am. You know, feeling any sick or, you know, a bit tired, you know, stuff like that. I'm glad someone asked me. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm holding on to dear life, you know, as we speak. I can do it, man. I can do it. Broskis. So I put Geronimo in my team because I like this guy. He's in my team now. Screw everyone else. Get Geronimo in there. Oh, we're able to find the distortions in space and time. Wherever they went. Not that we could have done that without Chaldias, of course, and it's those readings that they're telling us. This will be the last. The Majors Association and the UN have jointly decided to halt the duration of operations following the photo transfer after the sparing authorization from the new director being appointed in December. Do you remember? Oh, by the way, probably the things I add in that you can't see. I don't know if anyone's watching. I added this one that I can't even see for myself. Give me a second. Yeah, I think Restream Chat has lost the ability to see things. I added Padoro. And you know the better thing? I added Padoro as well. Things that you sadly can't see because it doesn't really show it. I feel bad. Restream Chat is, you know, there. It used to show it. I think it shows Fields Badman. Yeah, it shows Fields Badman. But, you know, probably you have to tie your account towards this thing in order to unlock it. Although it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, yeah, for the Christmas season. Yeah. You can't see the you know, spinning Padoro and the normal one as well. But you know, I don't know. They just don't show the custom made ones. No idea why. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh dear God. Dear God in the skies. Yeah, I'm fighting something real bad. Real bad. Dear God in the skies, what have I done wrong? What did this old man do wrong, eh? We won't be able to race shift anymore no matter what. That's disappointing to hear, but it does make sense. I'm out of a job. It doesn't make sense. We need to create more war. We shouldn't be race shifting after humanity has stabilized anyways, since it does involve time travel. Exactly, which is why the ratio of technology will be sealed away once we deal with the final instability. It's now been 72 hours since the large-scale disappearance occurred on the east coast of North America, with Salem as its center. Just a second. I have to beat someone up. You're gonna beat you up. Let me start by telling you that what we learned directly from our own investigations and information gathering. First off, we decided to call the darkness that sprang out of nowhere to cover all of Salem How was it called in Kingdom Hearts? I wanted to do a Kingdom Hearts joke, a second one, but it's the mist. From the movie The Mist. Given how it absorbs all visible light and other forms of electromagnetic waves that doesn't obey any laws of physics, we are certain it's an instance of magecraft. Someone being way too smart is able to do that. I do not appreciate this. So, mentioned earlier near the perfect cycle with a radius of 7 kilometers. We also know that the mist extends upwards to an average altitude of 600 meters. Give me a second and let me check if there's a way to see emotes on Restream chat. So, why do emotes not work on the news client? Can you try to report this on live chat on dev team with directly knowledge of this? Go to your stream account and then log, and in the bottom right hand corner there's a chat. Just click on that and tell any support assistants the problem. Okay? It has been 3 months and this doesn't work anymore. It really does not work at all. Like, do I have to activate it? Give me a second. Let me check the settings. Filtering, maybe. So let's go through this really quick. Hide common chatbots, hide commands starting with exclamation mark. Nope. Discord, connect to Discord analytics. I don't care for the analytics. Bots. All recent bots will be promoted to moderators on relay support. Screw you, I'm not giving anyone any type of mod rights except for my friends and close friends. Improve your communication by creating reply commands. Embedded in stream. Notifications. Enable text to speech. No. Are you stupid? Why would I do that? Who in their right mind would enable text to speech? The first thing people would write in would be the N word. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm gonna get kicked out of the the eternal realms for that one. Jeez, so much text. Yeah. I couldn't imagine this on a bigger streamer too. Like, imagine someone real big streams that jazz, and then boy, there's a lot going on. We also know that the mist extends upwards to an average of 600 meters. It's easy to enter this area, but so far nothing has done so made it back out. Okay, I got dragon witched, but I'm fine. I almost died. Don't worry. We did it. We did it, lads. We won. So, this and that. So, every one of the unmanned vehicles, unmanned surveillance drone, the units, unmanned drones, unmanned closed-circuit robots sent in the by the unmanned U.S. Army has been swallowed up by the dark. The U stands for unarmed and unmanned. Yes, either that or they simply cease to function. I mean, obviously they can't send in they can't send in humans. Like asking a human to go inside and then they don't come back. What would you do? What would you do if someone were to order you to go there? Either that or they simply cease functioning in the moment they got too close. They have also tried using helicopters. I'm told they are called Apaches. Somehow, I feel really bad for him talking. I can't quite put it, but I really feel bad for him having to explain certain things. So not even a single drone made it back? I'm afraid not. Each and every one ended up broken and inoperable. A number of journalists snuck past the army's blockade and went into the mist themselves, but there's no sign that any of them have returned. The same is true to the trained animals that was— No! You don't send dogs in there, you crazy madman. What do you do? No, don't send dogs. Why would you not send humans but dogs? Oh, come on, dude. Like, you trained those dogs for 5 years, created a bond with them, and then you sent them into the mist, where you can't get them back for now, and you don't know if they die or not. Are you serious? You have drones. That's the reason. You have drones. And I've been able to confirm any birds or wild animals either coming from or going into the mist. Curses! Then it has become a completely barren wasteland, a barbaric land of darknesses that does not suffer even a single watt to pass. We next tried to first fight Magecraft and Magecraft and bring in our own mages, but they died. They sent in familiars protected by magical barriers, cyber demons, automatas and more. Nier Automata is a game I have to play, and I just realized that I have to play the Nier Automata game. In complete hindsight, I just realized I have this game for since a long time. Unfortunately, despite the local staff's best efforts, those ended in failure too. But as of last night, we finally received word that the single attempt was successful, returning with valuable new information. Could you not have just said this with spared us all the extra nonsense? I mean, what to do if the US Army troubles really matter to us? How dare you! Have you no respect for their sense of duty? My schedule is completely shot thanks to having to write a manuscript on just such short notice. Just look at these bags under my eyes. Now, my friend, I understand how you feel, but let us not make molehills into mountains. The important thing is that our work is now done. Our duty has passed like a ship in the night. You there, leave that alone. We need it for dealing with the missed properties and to prepare our future countermeasures. It is especially important that you understand this part, Darren. Are people just bashing on me today? Like, first Geronimo, now you. I try my best, okay? Why were you two writing a manuscript? You weren't able to contact the inside, even with Magecraft? No, why were you two writing a manuscript? I'm not talking to you. Da Vinci. You're insulting me. Oh, that? We poor feeble authors were beset by a storm last night. But I believe your attention should be better spent on the matter at hand. No, I want to know what you write about. The only thing that made it back was a single mechanical doll. It was originally designed to be a clock before Puppet Master Mage, disguised as a clockmaker, repurposed it. First question. Why do you need a Master Mage to be disguised as a clockmaster? You can just use a clock and make it to a puppet. You don't have to additionally disguise him as a clockmaker. I mean, unless you really want to, keep things private. I suppose, It is made out of cloak gears, cast iron nails, and baleen. A robot created without any modern technology whatsoever, which means in Salem everything gets reduced to the mediocrity of the medieval times. This medieval robot managed to bring back the sketches of what things are like inside the mist. It could also be wrong. They like to assume that the mechanical doll didn't get influenced, but since it is a simple mechanical doll, it might get gotten influenced. So what we see what we've been seeing, but it couldn't. It could be something different. So it's all in the crystal pupils. Oh, crystal pupils, never mind. You can't hack eyes. But what if our eyes aren't real? If our mirrors aren't real, how are our eyes real? I see. This is definitely Salem, old Salem, a peaceful, run-of-the-mill village whose previous residents lived their lives in integrity. However, this is not modern-day Salem. These sketchy clearly show how it looked centuries ago. Right, we cross-referenced them with our records and found that they were identical to Salem in the late 70s. Can we just go to Salem? Basically, the world within the darkness of the 7th century as Salem as in the... honestly, if I were not as that tired as now, as I am, it would probably be pretty good. It would probably be... it makes a lot of sense. I forgot to play the music, by the way. I stopped it some time ago. Didn't even realize because, we spent quite a lot of time talking. I see. That would mean this still British territory then. No wonder the US Army was so completely useless. Be quiet! This cowardly invasion cannot stand! What about the 50,000 people who live there now? Remember, this is not the first time this land has been invaded. Ah. Geronimo is on fire tonight. He does not want to have anything with anyone. Darren, you're too stupid. Edison, don't be a patriotist, man. What you did to me was worse than what they did to you. Geronimo is popping off, man. He's popping off. This is a great guy, man. This is a great guy. Maybe I just overinterpreted this as, you know, as being sassy, but you know, I like that. I like sassy Geronimo. Smart and calm, but sassy Geronimo. As we established, the recorded observations are from Salem in the 7th century. The only way the robot could make such observations is that the valves of revival were calculated if some mathematical is placed in the area itself. I gotta read this laugh faster now. I can. It's fascinating to ponder. But the effect this could have had on humanity is immeasurable. It is almost certainly is the work of a demon called Pillar, still plotting to incinerate humanity. Demon called Pillar? That reminds me. Geronimo earlier said that the name Salem is cursed. What did you mean by that? That's all in the past now. This belongs to history. Do you mind if I tell the story, Mr. Edison? By all means, though we may wish it weren't so. This remains a part of our nation's history. Got him. Yeah, we all know what he's talking about. Very well. The town of Salem and its neighboring lands were home to 3 tragedies. The first was plague. When the white man came to our shores, he brought in with the epidemic that nearly wiped out the Massachusetts Masslands tribe living in Boston Harbor. The second was war, albeit this war was more of a massacre. There were Wampanoag tribe members that managed to survive the plague to put a valiant fight, but in the end, their chief's skull still became an ornament for the white man's village. Screw those guys. Never mind, the white man's only survived the cruel winter thanks to the resources of the Wampanoags left behind. It in truly stroke of truly bitter irony, the states would go on to be named after Massachusetts, the Masslands tribes, and these events would be celebrated as a national holiday. Yeah, Edison, my friend. I really like this guy. He appeared in a lot of singularities already, memorable ones. The America one, and then the giant lolly one, and now this one as well. And he appeared somewhere before, earlier too. He's just a nice guy. Calm, collected, and, you know, make shoes out of wood. Make wood out of... No, it was right. Make shoes out of wood. Finally, the third tragedy what took place in Salem was the witch trials. This time the white man went around killing his own kind. Fearing the devil's influence, they hung many innocent people. I trust you to see why it's called a cursed land. I do. Oh, wait, trials? I thought the term was witch hunt. So these trials have anything to do with John A. I wanted to be serious. We had 3 answers where we were non-serious. We're gonna stay serious at what? Did I lose? Just a second. So... can't believe it. So no, he speaks the truth. This was a witch trial that took place there. That sadly were but a farce of the court as we know today. They were there naught but a pretense for the villagers to indulge their worst impulses. These were trials in name alone, no but an excuse for the church to exercise its power. The weak and unwanted were stoned to death. Even the dancers of the fools could see the trials for what they were. They never burned people, by the way. A trivia that I learned from Salmonella Academy. They never burned people. Which is a huge, you know, wow. I never knew that. By the time matters had progressed to barbaric witch hunts, the wickedness and corruption had spread so far and taken such deep root that money changed hands, unencumbered by virtue of concerns for justice. Fire burn and cauldron bubble. They are merely characters who only appeared in the works of fiction. What is that? What did they do? Debuff resistance. Debuff in the debuff update. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like debuff update. Yeah, I don't like that. You know, I don't like that at all. I may have made use of them myself in my stories, but I have never once encountered a genuine article. What does sieving mean? Looking through? She probably doesn't really like the fact that we're talking about witch hunt with Media being there. I feel bad for her. I don't know why she's here, but you know, if you want to help us go through the story faster by sieving at people, be my guest. Brodeln. Oh. Oh wait, give me a second. Let me... Here. Yeah, but this is a lit people, you know what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the people that wanted to, you know, chill a little bit, and then I just make the really schooly sound. I know I'm really bad with, you know, people using their nails and scratching them on boards. I'm weak against that. That has the same sound of type of noise. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. That's sieving, it seems, which means, you know, pretty much cooking. Pretty much, but not really, not quite so. Yo, can I get some of my arts cards to be active, and my John gets freaking spliced apart? I have to check it a little bit. Gotta make sure that my John doesn't die turn 1. Yeah, she gets attacked. This doesn't even have one! Oh, I'm sorry. Just gotten, you know, furious about the fact that this thing doesn't even have even have feeling. It's the worst version of it. Furthermore, those who claim that these fictional beings are real order to serve their own... How we read for an hour already and we're still at section 1. I know story needs to, you know, story needs to develop in order to be good. I really do understand. But the dear God in the skies really did, it had it out for me tonight. So the dear God in the skies to serve their own selfish ends are simply the now of their delusion. In mine own time as well, people sense the truth through skin and teeth, scent, even if they did rarely put pen to paper to express what they truly thought. That there is indeed a collective unconscious that fears witches and their curses. That don't exist. They don't No! Game sucks. Game sucks. I couldn't kill it. Game sucks. So... They're killing my people, by the way. My people are definitely totally about to die. So... There is indeed a collective now that some time has passed since then. I wonder what things they are like in modern day. I wish I didn't have to look down in order to analyze the situation. I believe that is less relevant than one might think. Hey, there's Holmes. I have no interest in determining where in history late 27th century Salem should fall. Nevertheless, it is abundantly clear that the piety was not the only thing the Puritans brought to the New World. Those who with love sin would judge the sinners by their own hand are inevitably sought who wish to engage in sin themselves. Such people will always exist, no matter the day and age. Interesting statement. It is a fundamental aspect of the criminal mind. They teach... Stun. So... Just a second. Alright, very good. So... I'm getting beat up right now. Getting beat up. beat up like a baby. So such poor people will always exist no matter what day and age. It's a fundamental aspect of the criminal mind. So, what then is a witch? A criminal? A victim? Something in between? The answer to that question has changed as people's beliefs have shifted over time, as one would understand the mysterious in mystics and rejects the guidance of an unknowable god. I would say that witch trials were exactly what their name suggests, a lawful process used to pass judgment on so-called witches. An attempt to manage the frenzied panic out of the witch's hunt in a stylish, civilized manner. Of course, offering madness at a seat at the dinner table after it comes barging in unannounced does nothing to change its inherent nature. Smart way to talking about that. Thus, the persecution of witches continued unabated in the West until it culminated in its final chapters in the New World. Ironically, in Salem, that land steeped into pious fate. It was there where the devil truly ran free, where reason and desire, scientific spirit and cold mindsets came together. Enough, put the violin away. What possible use could it be here? If you just want to hear yourself talk, then go to your room where you won't bother anyone. Oh, was that a bit long-winded? And here I thought I was being considerate by drawing the listeners in with generous amounts of exposition. It was pretty much good. Not really... nah! I actually have to try hard a little bit. Gotta admit, did not expect to try hard there. So... I think that's enough with the witch trials for now. For my part, over the last few days, I've been investigating whether there might have been any changes in the past event. I've been checking the repaired foundations over for signs of instability and haven't overlooked anything, and yet something is still going on. There's something about this singularity that's unlike any we've seen so far. Some small distortion that threatens the very rules of our world. The data is indeed accurate. In this case, is undeniably clear for all to see, which would mean the culprit is closer to us, to a god than a human, a demon god to be precise, a demon god pillar. It is certainly no surprise that a demon god pillar would act veiled in secrecy, but even mysterious acts like these are bound by incontrovertible rules. However, these rules cannot be tested from outside. To do so, one must venture inwards, to get, as they say, up close and personal. Yes, I know. Huh? All right. I'm facing a rather difficult fight right now. Unexpectedly so. Holmes is right. If we can't get information that makes sense of the outside, we just have to investigate from the inside. Master Darren is Shaldia's acting director, and formally requesting you be the one to enter the mist. Why? I want you to. You sent dogs in, and now you send me. I'm an equivalent to a dog, expendable. I want you to investigate whatever's inside. Rescue as many as you can to find the demon god pillar and destroy it. Yay. Yes, ma'am. But okay, but exactly how exactly do I do this? No question asks. We don't ask questions over here. The mind is a creature that does not need to be comprehended. You're up, Mesh. Right, the mist's bounded field. We've conducted a number of tests and our analysis in the one automata that successfully returned, and learned that the mist eliminated anything made with post-17th century technology. Oh, Jesus. That's why the cutting-edge drones that were sent in ceased to function. What's inside the mist? Well, as their acting commander said earlier, there do appear to be humans inside. What's more, we believe they are leading normal lives despite their confinement. Normal lives? Then the people who live there are alright? But wait a moment. Wouldn't they be panicked out of their minds? I know I would, with no technology. and the likes. So, I'm afraid Unfortunately, we just don't know whether those people are safe. We haven't gathered enough information yet. As you saw from the sketches, the area inside this mist has changed completely. We set the stages. For a long time. There's one person that gets awfully, often focused, which I do not like. Okay. Whatever the reason for that may be, that's where we need to begin. Alright, well, I'm impressed you figured all that out so quickly. How did you learn that from just an automator alone? Could it be you're smart? Something that I don't have. Brains? Oh man. Whatever the case, I'm impressed. My little darlings. Observation lens. Sheba, incredibly detailed information too. Wait. This was information you got from the near future observation lens. Oh yeah. That is a thing too. that's MacGuffin. The MacGuffin. Incredibly detailed information too. Especially given that it was observing something in present day space-time. Usually Sheba isn't much of help at all. The whole staff was puzzled why we were able to use it here. It's near present. I'm sure there's a good explanation for it, but since we don't have the time to figure it out right now, potentially because this is not the future, that is not the past, but the future. It will happen that everything will revert into the medieval times. This would be an explanation, but hey, only assumptions right now. Can't really know for sure. So crit? Yeah. I'm just going to chalk it up and expend a stroke of good luck. For now, at the very least. For now, you may do so, and I may agree. Indeed, truly, this is an act of providence. God has clearly seen fit to bless us in this dire time. Now we should hurry and find a way through that field, whatever it takes. Agreed, which wise Holmes and I put our heads together and came up with a possible strategy. So, possible. Just a second, gotta make sure that he dies. It's good. So, a ray shift that results in the same area. This way we can send you straight to the heart at Salem without moving you across time. Okay. It is just teleport at this point, right? However, there are two major conditions involved with this plan I need you to understand, Darren. As I explained earlier, we get one round trip ray shift period. What's more, the number of people we can shift is severely limited. The situation has already forced us to shut down the reactor in Shiloh's basement, so we only have enough remaining magical energy for one large-scale round trip. But there are exceptions to every rule, huh? Just goes to show that you can't cross a bridge until you come to it. I don't know what that means. I'm not smart enough to understand, but certainly. I am in no way, shape or form adept enough to understand what that all means. So, this, that, and this. We're not operating independently anymore. We can't afford to be optimistic or even pessimistic. As for the second condition, you will need to dress for the occasion to that so you don't stand out in the late 70s or get disintegrated. My clothes get disintegrated pretty much. Think of it as an official sanctioned cosplay. Hey, it may sound silly, but we believe it will be essential to letting you move around in Salem unimpeded and, with clothes on. Sounds great to me. I'll go first then. You can't. Why not? Because you're a lion. Well, tell them. Indeed, once we learn all this, then she asked us to come up with a scenario for infiltrating the area. I nearly fainted when I first thought she was asking me to sneak you in, so you can imagine my relief to know this is not the case. Just using your brain. You don't have to share every thought that comes to that swollen head of yours, don't you, Fivehead? Haha, after all, we servants are but a band of fools and eccentrics. As such, we are as well suited to being actors. Thus, in the scenario, we'll visit the Salem as part of a traveling group of performers. A troupe, if you will. What a joke. The great William Shakespeare reduced to writing a script for a glorified circuit act. I knew even before you put quill to paper that taking into account the inexperienced actors and the uptight audience, there was no way the script would be suitable. No, Anderson, there's nothing more delightful in a story than a surprisingly and well-conceived twist. In this case, we hardly need world-class talent. Of course, they will need to be able to perform in some fashion, or the whole ploy will be found out. But a troupe is by definition a place where those who are otherwise unable to earn a living drift together, which makes it perfect for camouflage. A ragtag. Wait, hold up, you mean we're going to be performing? I'm gonna be dancing over here. I'm gonna be dancing my shoes off. Is there a problem with that? I think it's pretty clear idea myself. Pretty clever idea. Alright, dude. We went through the worst part of this game, of this video game. So with the worst being over, we can finally, I don't know, start praying, I guess. So I taken this laddie because it's been a while since I last brought her in. Is there a problem with that? I think it's a clever idea, as for which servant will eventually be joining this troop. I decided to choose them myself, taking Bill's opinion into account, of course. Let me tell you, it was a terrible headache, coming up with a scenario that fit these rank amateurs. Still, let's not say it wasn't fulfilling. Go ahead and knock yourself out with the manuscript. Just make sure you pay in full up in front. So that's why they make a manuscript. It's not really interesting, honestly, to make up a manuscript with servants that are well known. Interesting. I hope it's good. So then, neither Shakespeare or Anderson will be joining this mission. They never join. They join us in our hearts. What about you, Jeremy? I'm sure Senpai would be greatly relieved to have you along. I'm sorry, Mesh, but I can't do that. I wasn't cast in this operation either. Come on! The one time Mesh is right, and I would like to have you in my team. You don't go with me. I'm leveling you. That's it. I'm leveling this guy. I'm gonna use him myself. If I can't use him in game, I will use him myself. You're a really good, you're a great person. I like you. Screw everyone else for not using you. No doubt they thought my inclusion would lead to unforeseen difficulties, even as a member of a troop. I would like nothing more than to help, but if it means putting my friend in danger. No, I don't care. You can put me in danger. You're a good friend of mine, and I don't want to discard you just because you're of a different race. Alright? And it is really inconvenient in this type of time, but still, we are friends, and I wouldn't do that. You would find something out. You're just like you're the person that is responsible for all the food, thus being the food maker, and you're really good at that. You know, that's the thing. You don't have to be an actor. You just have to be the food guy. Come on, dude. Don't go, man. Who's joining me? And the flip side of that, what's gotten into you, Media? You loved this idea from the moment you heard it. You said you refused even if you used the command spell. Does the fact that you've been standing around without making a peep mean you still haven't made a decision? Well, I guess I'm still thinking about it. You want to send Media to Salem? Are you serious? Even if she's just going to pretend to be a troop member, that's far too dangerous. After all, Media really is a... Exactly, regardless of Media's extenuating circumstances. Sending a real witch to a place famous for witch hunts is the height of folly. Oh, boring, dull, dim-witted. I should have expected a better response from a Wow! Dude, we just care for her. We just don't want her to get killed. You know? In the process. You know, dying is pretty painful, as the lady usually always says, the one that always is scared of, you know, dying. Dying is scary, dude. You can't just go ahead and do it. Quite, there's not a hint of humor or adventure to be found in it. Indeed, couldn't have said it better myself. You guys are just wanting it for the fun. I can understand it to a certain degree, but when someone dies because you guys think it's fun, I spit a little bit. Because, you know, this actually triggered me a little bit. You guys are humans, right? Or am I the only one sitting here? Like, he's more human than the other ones. Ha! Go ahead and laugh if you want. I'm used to being ridiculed by selfish so-called geniuses. But this is neither the time nor the place to be discussing humor, fashion, or patterns. There are American citizens who have been swallowed up by this darkness. Their very lives are at stake. If you want to be funny, then save it for the movies. Yeah, he got it back, man. Good attack, man. Good attack. Actually, decent one too. So, what is she doing? So, totally got him. This looks really cool until you realize, it looks a bit iffy. So, yeah, we got him. So, easy. I understand you're very patriotic, Edison, but I'm afraid things aren't just as simple. This may be the modern days, but we're dealing with a modern world from the past, and a town which transfer external support just isn't an option. Common sense alone would get us through this. We need a specialist expertise. That's why we're counting on Media to serve as an advisor. Why is she adept at teaching us how we not, die to witches? I don't understand. This does not make any sense. This does not make any sense at all. That we have to ask Media for this. She's just a witch herself. She just knows how it is to be one. But probably because never mind. There has to, but still, it's just a plan that doesn't. I wouldn't send someone in that has a bad memory, a potential bad memory in there, just to have a better or safer way to feed this all up. Yeah, man, I got a bit of a rent. Got a little bit of a rent over here. So, if a demon god is behind this, then it's going to be an extremely difficult mission. And there's no one better suited to find the line between superstition and magecraft than her. Okay, of course we really didn't expect this request to upset her like it has. What? We didn't really expect this request to upset her like it has. We didn't expect that sending a person that is a witch into a witch hunt Salem, discount Salem, purgatory land. You want to tell me that you did not expect for her to refuse? But if she changed her mind after sleeping on it, then all ends well. But settle down, there's no problem here. Huh? No, wait, let me try that again. There's no need to make a fuss over things that haven't come to pass, Mesh. I swear by heck, Kate, that I won't let any harm befall Master. What's this? Are you feeling a bit off today or something? I was just in a bad mood last night. Anyway, it's up to Master to make a final call. Am I wrong, little rider? I'm getting chills. There's something seriously wrong with her. What about you, Mesh? Are you coming along too, friend? Yeah. Who was that in the hood? I expect Media. She has hooded clothes already. No, we're not too far off. No, probably not. I can't. I was never part of the cast to begin with, so. Anyway, now that you're all caught up, I'm going to go ahead and begin the racious preparation. In the meantime, Darren, I want you to brief everyone you choose to accompany you. Remember, we don't have a lot of time before you need to leave. Can we just go? And especially want to keep in mind that this is our one and only chance to race shift. Is that over? There's another skip. You gotta be sick. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, who's coming with me? Let's get this over with before it gets too much. Yeah, don't be sad. You never come with us. Oh, what are you reading there? What are you reading there? Oh, this? It's a file of the mission. Did you already finish your briefing? Me? Don't worry, I'm fine. I've been working pretty hard these last few days, but I'm feeling better now that I've had a bit of a break. Compared to what you and everyone else who's about to head to Salem must be going through. I'm sorry, you're right. Looking back now, I have been a bit discouraged. It goes without saying at this point that I'm not a competent anymore. I'm Da Vinci's assistant and a summoning circle engineer. Having an ordinary Shaldia staff member like myself go to somewhere like Salem would only put me and everyone else in danger. I just wish there was some way I could be useful. Useful. That's it. Mesh, don't try to butt in the fight. You're just a human. I'm sorry, Senpai. I just remembered something urgent I have to do. Now, if you excuse me, I have to prepare right away. See you later. Bobbidi boobidi boo. Now that's some impressive Kohai power. As expected of my Kohai. Can you listen to this one? You have to respond to this, please. I need attention. Okay, it looks like everyone all set. We'll be sending a party of 6 into Salem, including Darren. Which means Once again, do not let your guard down after making your way past the bound field. Make sure not to say or do anything that would give away the fact that you aren't originally from the 7th century. Yo, dog. What up, man? What up, my guys? It's me. Something like that. Probably wouldn't take me out, huh? Alright, initiating ratios equip. But wait! Hold it. Please take me with you to Salem. Yeah, she has something planned. There's something wrong with her. She's being mind controlled or something like that. Yeah, there's something wrong because she reacts and no one else, which is strange. Well, now that's a pretty last minute request, but I'm afraid. So she has been planning something with the casters and the 6 servants that there. She's been planning something, and now that Mesh decides to butt in, we feel like that she's putting herself in danger. But at the same time, Media didn't expect it to happen, so something is about there. Something happens there. There's some sort of plan that's not working out. Well, now that's a pretty last minute request, but I'm afraid we already filled all the roles we need. There aren't any other, or that is not even Media. That person is not Media at all. So yeah, simple as that. There are too many reactions coming from you. It's too suspicious. Yeah, too suspicious. Okay. Prompter, who works behind the scenes to feed the Performance Alliance? What? There it is. I hear the troops like these have a prompter. Okay. I'm afraid we're already filled with the roles you need. Aren't any. In that case, I believe Senpai will need a dependable Koi to be his secretary. Don't worry about the scripts. I've already learned them all by heart. I dare say you won't find a better prompter than me on such short notice anyways. So once again, I request to accompany the rest of you troop. Sure, you come with us. Because we feel like Media has something prepared for us. That does involve pain. Huh? Who's attacking us? So, way to go, Mesh. I second that request. Because I don't want to die. You memorized the entire script. Well, I'm impressed. I certainly can't argue with that. What do you think, Mr. Showbiz? Does your script need a bit of support? My script is nothing less than perfection itself. However, even a perfect script means little without actors to bring it to life. Yeah. A prompter to feed the performers on stage their lines, you say, huh? Such a role could well be crucial to ensuring the success of a performance put on by an amateur cast. Above all, I cannot help but commend her for memorizing the entire script. As such, I am more than happy to support Mesh's request. Besides, if the troupe cannot perform convincingly, they are certain to come under suspicion. To be honest, I think this would be a great help. Ha! What do you think, Geronimo? I'm afraid I can't concur. Having a young girl accompany a troupe of performers is bound to invite misunderstandings. Yes. You're right. It actually truly does. But I would say that Mesh seems to have taken all of that into consideration. She just dresses as a boy instead. There's some sort of workaround, you know. Ain't there no way you can make get out without being you do you. So, in which case I believe this is Master's decision to make. I second that. I honestly think I could use an assistant. What if she's the truth leader's little sister? Huh? Little sister? Huh? Story building. I'm story building already. I think little brother works better because then she doesn't get assaulted in any case. Little, if anything, I believe Mesh would be more convincing as your older sister. Hey, I'm huge. You don't know how. Okay, you know how big I am. Yes, I'm sorry. You're the smart boy. I'll warn you now, Darren. Such a pretense would only invite further suspicion. Oh man, me playing Senpai's older sister. I can see you set on this, and the other party members don't appear to have any objections, outside of Media, who just went exclamation mark. If Darren's okay with it, then I have no basis of refuse Mage request. Meshes. But let me give you this warning. Integrity won't keep you safe in a world of abnormalities. Sometimes you'll need to be a straight-up sophist, or to look the other way. At times like that, you'll need to weigh your own principles against the mission's success. I was in Shimoza. I saw lots of people die. Old, young, kids. Hey, I was there already. I'm good. I'm steeled and I'm already cold. Understood. I keep that. Oh, Mesh. I'll continue you, Darren. Good luck. Aye, to Salem we go. Who are the 6 people? I hereby issue the Remnant's orders final command. Master Dermot will arrive at the Salem Singularity at the current time. Make sure you make full use of all your experience to date and see to it that you come back safely from this especially exceptional mission. Onwards we go. Sorry. Or as I would say, ta-ta. So, ta-ta, ta-ta-loo. Excellent. Everything looks good with the race shift. Okay, let's get back to our monitoring duties. Our servants remain on standby until further notice. Do you think it was a good idea to let her go along? I knew that Mesh would want to go. You were the one who was most against it, Da Vinci. I've nearly been accused of being a witch myself. Oh, not in the room-flying, wand-wielding, people-cursing sense, so much as being thought of as a heretic. Somebody claimed that the autopsies I did for research were evil rituals. I'm sorry to say that back then, but I didn't handle it very bravely. Instead of standing up for what I believed in, I found myself at a loss for words, turned my back on the truth, and had to lie about who I really was. Over the time, what kind of pressure starts to eat away at you and turn you into a girl, it's like poison more half girl. You never know what's down there. Than anything else. I just thought that Mesh was a little young to go through that kind of torture. Don't be silly, those two have seen nearly every side of humanity by now. The ugliness of the witch trial should put a nice bow to the whole thing. Besides, the very notion of sending a troop of 12 performers into a poor Terran village was an utter lunacy of Genesis. Indeed, fighting fire with fighters, they say. Media? Huh? Where are Darren and the others? Did they already leave? Huh? What are you still doing here? What's going on? What's the problem with the ray shift? Uh-oh, we seem to have gotten our twist rather early in the story. How delightful. I knew it. It was a different media. It makes sense, you know. How is this delightful? This is terrible. Is there no way we can contact them? I've been knocked out this whole time, and this wasn't me who went along. That was someone pretending to be me, using magic as a disguise. So we're dealing with someone capable of outwitting a witch. This is bad. If you hear that, who's the media who went to Salem? I knew it. No one does a double check just to make sure that nothing is wrong. No one face checks that, making sure that nothing wrong. No, I was dealing with that right away. I can't believe you done this. Oh fuck! Can't believe you done that. Unbelievable. Oh, it's painful. Look at this. Poor pain. So I know this is Sandstone, so we're gonna take the second one in. I don't know who the third one is because I didn't read the story. Anyways, we're gonna send in the boy. Wait, the girl, Meshu, and a certain surprise because I really want to take her on more journeys. We need to get her bond level even more max. 7 is not enough. 7 is not enough. Not enough, as they would say. So who can we get pseudo singularity power? This guy gets pseudo singularity power. This lady gets pseudo singularity power. And I can't take anyone else with me. I guess, hey, Amadeus, just chill in the back line. Have some fun, yeah? Have some fun while we're at it. We almost have the combat uniform at level 10. I will make it at level 10, which gives us a -1 on turn cooldown. Really good. Oh, someone died instantly. So... Does it mean we made it inside? It looks like we're in the forest. Why do you have the same clothes on? Everyone said you have to wear those Salem clothes. And she has just a tie and a lab coat. Can you just why, huh? Why? Game? This is disappointing. It doesn't matter how your reasoning is in this one. You failed me, Graham. You failed me. I thought she gets a new suit at the very least that you need to sell as a as a skin. I mean, that is what we're trying to do, but it's dark even for night. Is everyone alright? I'm still getting my bearings here. Sure doesn't feel... Wait. No, Sansom was that voice. I'm still getting my bearings here. Sure doesn't feel too hospital though. I tell you that much. I figured it'd be a pitch black inside the mist, but it's actually a lot brighter than I thought. Yeah, I'm impressed. Robin should have known you'd had a great night vision. I can barely see a thing. Do you think you could take a guard duty? Sure, you got it. I'll check our watches against the stars later to make sure we all synced up too. Well, it didn't take long. Before I got my eyes on someone suspicious. Looks like a guy, but it's a witch if I ever saw one. Just look at his beady evil eyes. Are you talking about me? That's rich. If I were you, I'd hope one mistake with me for a bandit and shoots me. Stop that, you two. You should at least try to act like performers. What if someone overheard you? Good point. Wait, what the? Damn, you scared me. Oh, I know you. You're Crown Prince Nessa, one of the newbies. You've been standing there so still that I mistook you for a wax doll. Dolls lack capacity for thought. You show no signs of thought. Does that mean you're a doll? Ouch, that's hard. I guess I deserve that. Sorry, just forget I said anything. Is everyone here, Mesh? Just a moment, senpai. Yeah, boy. Slowly but surely, my eyes are starting to adjust to the darkness. Over here, is that? No, hey, Media. Media, it is you, right? Can you come closer, please? We need to stick it together right now. Tongue. Stick your tongue out. I know. Ray shifting. Whoever thought it was a good idea to combine magecraft and science? I don't think I'd ever get used to this feeling. Who are you? Hello, senpai. Hey, Dante. Anyway, that's all 7 of us, including senpai. Everyone, please make sure you have all your things, then we'll be on our way. Let's go find the village. We're having a good time over here already. Having a blast. Man, I can't believe we're stuck walking. You'd think Da Vinci would be planning something a little more convenient. I mean, you ray shift in the middle of the dark. There's nothing more you can do. Maybe maybe flashlight, but flashlight is not a 7th. Maybe a lamp. Yeah, a lamp is good. Besides, if we had a covered wagon to ride in, it'd go a long way towards helping the locals buy what we. Yeah, you're right. That we don't have, and the fact that Mash is still wearing a lab coat. You really do love complaining, don't you? We were only able to bring a bare minimum of equipment we need. We just have to make do whatever we've got. That's always how it is with ray shifts. If you need anything else, then we procure it on site. Yeah, I know. We've been traveling performers, so we don't have a whole lot of our names. Guess I should be honored that the bard himself came up for a little bit of theater. Come to think of it, we ought to decide. This is really tense, for a situation that is supposed to be like, street performers that live together since a long time. It's a little tense between Nessa, Robin Hood, and Sanson already. It seems fun. I'm still on London. Oh Jesus! And then you decide to watch this. I hope you don't mind any. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. It doesn't show anything. It's been a while since I last showed the last message of a follow. I should probably look into it and see if I can make it work again. Or it is so silent that I didn't hear it. Just give me a second. But thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. So. Yeah, you can hear it in the faint distance. Give me a second. Yeah, you could hear it in the faint distance. Welcome. Okay, nice. So here, I show you. So, in the faint distance, it was here. So we got it now. Thanks for using your psychic powers to move that bar that is not even here. It's here, right? No, it's not here. It also shows it. It's here. That's the magic bar. I just don't have any spaces to put anything else other than chat on the upper left. Otherwise, it would just obstruct the game itself. And I don't have any layouts because I'm bad. So I like your voiceover. You sound pretty hyped. Yeah, I try my best. No, I'm a bit tired. I did a 6-hour stream before, so I'm happy that I could convey at least a little bit of emotions again. Yeah, coming back from a 6-hour stream and then doing another 1 hour just to get going. I don't want to be left out again, so I want to do the story as much as possible, so I can not be left behind again. And I heard lots of good things about I heard a lot of good things about Salem, so you know that should get me hyped up as well. Come to think of it, we ought to decide on a name for a merry band. Any idea, Master? I was wondering about that too. We should figure that out before we run into anyone. Okay, let's go with the... I'm so embarrassed that I'm myself right now. I'm so embarrassed about myself. Oh boy, I wouldn't have a good name myself, so I guess it fits me. Something about us, you know? I don't know what we all have in common. Yeah, Abby's a pretty cutie. I won't pull for her, though. That is, you know, that is a thing that I would probably... It's because you know Arish is right next door, and I wasted, you know, a small loan of 100 SQ on Okita accidentally. So I might be a little screwed on the part of Arish. So that's why I might, you know, I'm a bit, you know, Abby can wait. You stay where you are. Everyone likes you. I don't mind you. So you know, shouldn't have the Rin face, man. Yeah, everyone calls her that. She's more than that, okay? God. I like her from Babylon, okay? There's no ties to Rin face, if any. So gotta do something really quick. Just in case you've been wondering, I'm also trying handle the account on the other side as well. I have two, so I'm a bit slow when it comes to. I'm a bit slow when it comes to maneuvering through the game sometimes. I just need to adjust my team so I don't die on arrival. That's all. So we have Old Man, we have Assassin, and everything should be fine. From here on out. No dying. Got it with 11 tickets. Yeah, Okita is my first fight. Did you just play the game? And congrats, dude, man. Okita's a really, really good servant. I have a tier list, but you know, they were just me pandering over and you know, advocating myself, and I don't like that. But anyways, I would call this, by the way, the irregular element. I don't know. I like this company. This would be the circus name. I found one while I was talking. Don't worry. Huge brain has enough brain inside the irregular element. I don't know. It does sound a bit futuristic, so you never know. But the Darren company doesn't work. I don't mind. I'm pretty new to this. It's my second week. Okay. Then you know, I'm gonna ask you this right away. Big brain. It is my big brain. That's my brain. The 5-head. The Darren company. That's great. Yeah. How self-centric. What's so funny? It's not all that bad. You really don't have any... No, it's bad. Sanson, call me out. Be like Geronimo. Geronimo calls me out on a daily basis. You can call me out too. Sanson, you don't have to like me. I'm sorry, that was a little too witty for you. I didn't know you had great scholar were so hard-headed. I gotta say though, don't you think that it's not all that bad? It's kind of condescending as a praise goes. Condescending? I didn't mean it like that. But now that you mention it, I know what you mean. It's fine. Thank you, Ringmaster. You're very kind. I'm the Ringmaster? Is not she the Ringmaster? Anyways, yeah. The question I wanted to ask, are you free to play? Are you free to play GSSR whale or complete whale? Senpai? Because people, for some reason, you know, we often talking, you know, left and right over people about, you know, stuff about, you know, dolphins and whales and stuff. So I just, you know, just say whale, so we can get the dolphin part out. Anyways, yeah, for now at least. Wait, I haven't seen any GSSR yet on an AR because they are only on New Year's and half point in the year. So you're a GSSR whale, right? If so, then this is probably the most amount. This is the best that you can get with the money, honestly, because everything is, you know, always really iffy. it's always you know, depending on if you're lucky or not. So you know, I'm not really, you know, I feel bad, you know. This is a bit serious, but yeah, always gotta advocate that, you know, gamble responsible. Senpai, I can't help but notice Robin and Sansa are always at each other's throat. Well, one's the poster boy for irreverent, but one of them is basically Mr. Reverence. Irreverence. Jesus. Maybe I spent only just or my wife would better. Yeah. Sure man. Do whatever. At the end of the day, do it responsible. I don't care. When you do it en masse, that's just how you do it. I have this. The one account I have is a complete free to play that you can't see, and the one that you see right now is a GSSR whale or GSSR dolphin, whatever fish you wanna appoint to this. And what I've gotten is Aussie and Ilya, pretty decent. It's too bad I got Ilya from the you know, I got Ilya, but I also had Zhuang Sang already. Both of them are casters, so both of them fulfill the same niche, single target busted casters. If you know about the games, you know, gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. Having the same niche pretty much means that, you know, you probably don't need the other one most of the time. But yeah, whatever. I know we're prepared for it, but it's not like we're for sure gonna put it on a play. It's just as soon as cross the bridge, if I don't have to. I gonna hurry up with the story. We're gonna not gonna wait. Tier list versus lolly waifu. Lolly waifu, man. Yeah. Man, I'm getting like yeah. Ilya gonna get new costume though, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, the you know, darker one, the black one, the purple one. I don't know what color it was. I did see it. You know, this is the sole reason why I play NA and not JP is the fact that I can you know, save up for servants 2 years into the future, so I know what I can save up for. I'm not confident in playing in JP. First, I can't understand, you know, anything, so I would be lost. But I do have an account, I gotta say. But I just log in. 3 FGO accounts. One is just login, okay? I'm not crazy. Don't worry, I can always entertain you with my dancing. Besides, we have also 2 beautiful stars right here, right? Huh? Me? I know that Nessa is an important character in many Chinese operas, like Journey to the West, but you're not also talking about me, are you? I sure am. If I have to, I'll even bring Master up on the stage. Oh, that crazy look. I can hear the sweet sounds of applause now. If Mesh does it, I guess I can do. We're a bit too ahead of ourselves. Senpai? I can probably not sing, but yeah, I can put a dance move out there. If that is your wish, Master, I shall do my best. I believe the expression is knock them dead. Yeah, man, knock them dead, bro. That doesn't mean actually kill them. That's all pretend, got it? So don't go shooting at us or the audience. Oh, and there's one last thing I want to make sure of. I get we're gonna try to explain our outfits as being performers' costumes, but isn't it gonna be a problem that we've got some obvious Asian people here with us? Hey! I think we should be okay here. What about the lab coat lady? Can we talk about the lab coat you know, lady first, instead of going to the stereotypes already? Come on, dude. I knew we could have taken a Geronimo first. Geronimo would have nailed it, man. Geronimo, oh, Cook, he would have nailed the show, man. But no way they do that. I was concerned about how Senpai would receive here, so I checked out history records. The late 17th centuries was also the tail end of the age of exploration. At the time, most of the interest in colonization had moved to the New World. But Europe already had a strong connection to Asia thanks to East India Company. They regularly imported spices from Southeast Asia, textiles from India, and tea and ceramics from China. So since Salem was a British colony and would later go on to be a thriving port town with lots of trade, the people here may not exactly see Asians every day, but they also shouldn't be so unusual that it would make them to distrust us. Okay, dude. I've been following it since my friend's playing it, but it's just installed recently. I knew about the current tier list Game Press, but I don't know about the JP future tier list and incoming waifus. Oh, okay. Pretty much, you know, what I just want to say, tier lists are really tough to make. I did one myself for the GSSR, but you know, as Snap said, one of my viewers, it is really tough, and you know, most of the time it's really arguable how one can perform in a certain scenario. Not saying that the gameplay is, you know, that diverged and that, you know, in depth. It's just you know, tiering them is a bit difficult. They are universal or objectively agreed bad servants, but overall, you know, you can probably use anything. Anyways, I just wanted to get back into Okita. You know, Okita's a pretty solid servant. She's a Gen 1 unit. I like using Gen 1. No one uses this, but I have it from Fire Emblem Heroes. It is a bad game, by the way. I don't recommend this. Never play Fire Emblem Heroes. It's power creep only. But anyways, I'm talking fast when I talk about stuff that I'm interested in. So, yeah, Okita is a really solid and consistent saber. Really good. Like you can play with her up until 2 years from now on. That's how you know how consistent she is. Everything is pretty nice and bare and simple enough for a beginner to learn. The skills are pretty simple. Just one protects you from damage, the other one makes you make crits better, and the other one just makes you hit harder. So pretty simple. Everything she has is really nice for a beginner as well. Sadly, she's limited, so I missed her for now. But it's fine. I will cry over it, and I'll get her someday. Some other time. Only knew about Abby, Arish, and Hokusai from stream recently. Oh yeah, those are the ones that are upcoming. Abby being the one that is in 7 days from now on, I think. A week, I think. Arish is the following one, and Hokusai is being the New Year's one. You know, I'm usually doing a GSSR tier list. If you like, I try to do a tier list. If you like, I can, you know. If you like and stick around, I will show it at the GSSR when it comes out, so you're prepared. I have one prepared already from the last year, or from this year's half year breakpoint, so I can use that and then add the additional servants. I also usually rate them based on whether they get skill enchantments or not, which are buffs, you know, whether they got buffs or not. I also rate them differently. But I will say it there. There's a lot of servants. There's a lot of talk. Yeah, I've spent 40 minutes explaining that thing, man. That so figures that he would be one of the great British Empire free base desires. Be that as may, we should still prepare ourselves to be treated with prejudice. Indeed, what's more, we do not know for sure that the culture here is the same as the 7th century Salem for history or not. By the way, Darren, is there a way for us to contact Charlie here? Huh? You mean our communications device? Didn't Da Vinci explain all this to herself, Media? I was present as an assistant. Don't tell her! Ask her what she knows. Yeah. We can't catch her off guard. But I was preoccupied by making sure Senpai didn't nod off. Yes, of course. I just wanted to review the information. Don't. Oh, okay. We can never return to Charlie ever again. We can never return to Charlie ever again. We are done. Huh? You're kidding, right? Don't tell me we're stuck in here forever. Yes, he's kidding. Oh, Senpai. I have a special device for that purpose, though it will take time to set up. So we won't be able to report our safe arrival back to Charlie until that's done. Can anyone at all use that device? No, only Senpai. He's stupid. Ordinarily, this era wouldn't permit any kind of magical communication at all, but I was told we can get around that by linking the key mechanism to Senpai's command spells, since Senpai has a strong connection to all the servants still at Charlia. However, this method makes us use of a backdoor, a byproduct of sorts that happens when Sheba acts up, so I believe it will only be used for this particular ray shift. That said, it's not as though we pressed for time. The important thing is that your ray shift was a success. Yes! Mildly, wait. Yeah, Crit Sakura Saber pretty nice, even though outplayed by Jack. I mildly play for gameplay though. Maybe the only male I'd gray is Merlin, the other safe up for girls. Mildly. Okay. Really quick, you gotta be a little bit disappointed, but Merlin will only appear in 2 years. Or in 1.5 years in summer. So Merlin is, the last banner he had was a couple of months ago. I don't know how many servants you have. You said Okita was the first one, and her banner was a few days ago, so... But yeah, Merlin was also one of my favorites, by the way. I really like Merlin. He's a good guy, but based on the folklore about Merlin, not Merlin himself. He's really cool too, but I like Merlin from the actual history. I like the old man, you know. I'm sort of an old man affinity. That's why I also like Moriarty, or you know, other older mans here. If there's an old man, there's a high chance that I like him. There's a high chance. Even Sitting X is a pretty nice boy, even though, you know, guy. But anyways, yeah, Merlin will take some time, and yeah, don't worry. Old man in anime is badass. Yeah, they're always badass. People, you know, they say they are weak. They're not as strong as they used to be, and then they kick ass and kill everyone. Anyways, if you don't multiplay the game, I might make the New Year's tier list like free to play friendly, noob friendly. I try to make it concise and you know, make it at 10 minutes or something, and explain really quick how good they are. I can do that. It's probably definitely better as a format as well, anyways, to make sure that, you know, everyone still follows. But that is all until we reach New Year's. We have to reach Christmas first, where, you know, my doomsday begins with Arish. Oh yeah, by the way, if you stay in my stream and watch me for a longer time, do not tell me if you get Arish or not when I pull for her. I don't want to be discouraged. There was a time, there was a dark time in my life when I played this game, and you know, everyone around me gotten the waifu that I wanted, but I didn't get her. It was Emma Jack's altar. It was Valentine. It was quite ironic that out of all people that I didn't get, it was, you know, it was the waifu that I didn't get. Yeah, in the Valentines, you know, how ironic, how very ironic. I see the real thought is this through. Sorry, I'm just talking too much, man. Is there something important you need to contact Shalia about? Oh, reset. No, I was just curious. Hold it, I see light up ahead. It's a campfire. I gotta, you know, gotta finish this. Huh? Oh, does that mean we're already at the center of Salem? I doubt it. If that were the case, we'd be seeing fields long before, or even a hint of houses. There's a fair few people. I can hear them chattering amongst themselves. We ought to keep out of sight and move in closer look. He just can see good and can hear good. Supernatural creature. Do you have all your Oh! She appears right away, huh? Do you have all white ash branches? These are our magical wands? Now it's time to rap on the door. Tap it 3 times against the earth and against the invisible door. Rat-tat-tat, 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 tap. Ratata. This door leads to the world beyond, and once it's open, a spirit will appear and gift us with a prophecy. That sort of prophecy, Abby? What? It will tell you things about the view. You have your name already. You desire the boy. Wait. You desire the boy of your dreams, and also glimpses of a far world that's nothing like our own. The future. The spirits will whisper what you must do to make your dreams come true. I want a dress that's even whiter than snow, something that sure catches his eye. I want to be a brunette with hair dark as a raven's feathers. I want to know who I'm going to marry one day. Eek. I prefer Skadi anyways, I see. Don't worry, I just have a ticket and 3 quarts. The chance is low for me. I already got 4-star lenses, so not my main focus. Alright, I prefer Skadi. Yeah, good luck getting Skadi. Everyone is aiming for Skadi next. Skadi is a really good pair for Okita. Just, you know, quick review. Skadi is one of the best quick supports and Okita's quick focused. Get them both together and you have a good time. Okay then everyone, make your wish as you throw your wands into the fire. Shall we sing Tituba's magic spell too? Yes, let's. Can't do high girl voice. Okay, what the hell is that? They look like they're girls from the village, but they're all acting, well, crazy. You know, back in the day you couldn't do much, so... Ah, look at how much fun they have dancing. I wish I could join them. But what are the girls? What are girls that young doing in this late at night? Everything is dark, so... There's not really a day-night concept here, probably. Maybe there is, but we don't know for sure. Could it be a trap? Or some sort of magecraft ritual? Do you sense any magical energy, Media? No, but... no, but... Oh, this is bad. Very bad. What is this? What is it? If anything, the opposite. I sense nothing. since we came here. You're slow in the talk. I appreciate you. How about Stellanza Shishu? Do you know when she's gonna come back? She's probably gonna be only there for the GSSR. I'm not sure if she ever gets a radar back. You're aiming for good servants, man. Another good quick servant. And you know, I already seen the patterns of your waifus. Yeah, sadly I don't remember if there's any other banner other than New Year's. And let me tell you that there's not a high chance that you can get Shishu from the GSSR, because the GSSR always uses all the servants. So you pull either pull either 50% of the servants or the other 50%. So yeah, she's always gonna be there, but the chances are not high. I only see Lucky Bag summoning New Year's campaign. Wait. Oh, I see one. There's a summoning campaign. Never mind. All right, dude. Dude, sorry, you're not a dude. But anyways, here, there's a New Year's campaign with Hokusai, pretty much. So it's sharing the banner with Shishu. Yeah, I remember something like that. The servants in there are Hokusai, Gilgamesh, Shishu, Moriarty, and Meldilith. All really, really good servants in their own respective rights. Probably the weakest one would be Moriarty, but I like him a lot and I find him really good. But that's controversial. That's something else altogether. I don't want to go into elitism talk. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, New Year's. But you're gonna put for Abby, right? I don't know if you have enough to get both Abby and try for that, but pending. Fuck Abby, I save her for Simon. Okay, alright, man. Hey, you do you, man. You do you. Good luck, man. Good luck. Anything. I feel bad for giving or wishing people luck, because luck is a random thing. You can do it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna pull for Meld, because Hokusai better tier list though, but Abby's cuter. Yeah. I like both. I like Hokusai a bit more. I'm confused. Oh yeah, if you're referring to the Chernopedia tier list, yeah, she's higher up there. But it's just in-depth talk. Let's just say one thing: Abigail is a little bit less consistent. Hokusai is a bit more consistent in that regard, but that's here and there. You can use whatever at the end of the day and still win the day. But no one can argue that if you have Merlin and Waver, you just pretty much have endgame units. That's how it goes usually. So you can make things work, but having the best is still like feeling like you're having the best. Our Magecraft has been severely weakened. Here, let me prove it. Robin Sanson. Dancing girl, can you change into your spirit forms? Wait, you don't know her name? Mata Hari. Huh? No, I can't. What's going on here? Oh no, are you no longer servants? Don't tell me you've been incarnated, revived. No, that's not what it is. It feels more like I've been crammed into a temporary human body than anything. I thought the spiritual conversion felt a little weird even after the ray shift. Man, this is gonna be a real pain in the ass. Who goes there? Oh wow. You're a bit... Who are you? Robin, lower your bow. It's just a child, you crazy madman. Damn it, I let my guard down when we got here. She overheard what we were just talking about. Hi there, young lady. Hi there, while I use a little knife and get you a little closer, Swing the knife around. What brings you out here? You outside. No, damn it. Already busted, Robin Hood. Don't be so nice to baby. The first thing you say is you try and speak French. If you speak French, they totally think you're crazy. So that makes sense. No, not because the French are crazy. No, because you're just talking random stuff and then you start talking French with another person. That's you're just trying to confuse people. Going for a left-right hook. Anyways, yeah, I'm too noob and broke to care about 4-star tier list. Yeah. Whenever you get something, I can just tell you really quick what it does, what good it is and stuff. The most important part is pretty much you just need one servant of every class and then you're good to go, pretty much. You know, I've been playing with a 1-star and a 3-star archer for the whole time I've been playing the game. Since Saber Wars, which was 1.5 years ago, I think. At this point, I've been playing with 1 and 3-star. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. And I still have like 1 4-star at this point that I don't even use until now because I forgot about them. I forgot that I had better archers. Yeah, it's gotta be alright. Anyways, outsiders. Senpai, keep calm and act troopish. No, don't keep calm and troopish. Wink, wink. You hear, Senpai? I mean the ringmaster. Oh dear, I guess you saw us practicing our secret routine. Really, Robin? If we're going to have an audience, at least you could do it. Get your lines right. Oh yeah, all right. Sorry about that. I forgot the enemy don't show up till later again. Not a problem. First to act, first to win. All foes eradicated. Are you friend or foe? Do you offer us the blade or the hilt? You know, we almost got through. Nessa! Hello there. I'm sorry if we startled you. As you saw that scene is not yet ready for the performance. I'm the German, but don't worry, we're not. That accent. Are you French? Z. It's more of a German accent that they say the dog or something like that. Yeah, Arash and Spartacus is my main guy. Arash is the ultimate farm boy, but he has to sacrifice himself every time, which I feel really bad for him. And Spartacus, yeah, both of them pretty decent. And Spartacus got a bunch of good updates. Yeah. Good. Give me a second. I wanted to talk about something else. Now I forgot. Oh yeah, a nice story to tell you about my misfortunes about pulling this game is I wanted to pull for this CCC Suraf event. I tried getting someone, and surprise, I managed to get 1 passion lip. I was aiming for Mad Lilith. I got 1 passion lip. I was pretty happy because I was really unlucky back in the days. So I was really happy getting a 4-star passion lip. And then I went into a stream and I watched a person get 1 melt and 3 passion lips. So yeah, that you know, that made me feel a bit stupid. But everything is fine now. I recovered since then. But it's just a funny memory when I was really happy. I was like, oh guys, I got a 4-star. Boy, it's a passion lip, boys. Look at this. The very next day I watched a stream. So it's just a really funny. Huh. I can laugh about that now, but I was really down there. I was really missing out. BB Mad Passion is my deepest regret for starting late. Let me see if there's any type of rerun for them. There's a rerun that should appear next year. Possibly. Or the year after that, which is a lot better anyways, because you can get King Protea. I will aim for King Protea. Give the resources. So let's see. New Year Lucky Bag. Yeah, she's gonna be back for the New Year's, like I said. Mad Lilith is one of them that appears in the normal banner, not the GSSR. Yeah, the second ballet, Suraf's second ballet, should be no, it's this year. It's this year in JP, which means it comes in 2 years from now on. Yeah, it comes in 2 years from now on, I guess. Yeah. But still, you know, should be fine. You can at least get... Hey, thank you, Night. Wait. What? Thanks God, what? Wait, what happened? Wait, what? I thought for a second. The Nightbot said thanks God. For some reason, I didn't. Give me a second. Purpley hair is basically my thing. Yeah, hey. Wait. Yeah. Hey, Dark Gaming. Hello, dude. So, sorry. So I thought for a second you confused me, guys. I thought the bot was saying, "Hey, thanks God," which was like, what? He can say that? Stop getting me hyped for things that don't happen. So, yeah. Are you a French soldier? A fugitive? No, it's a German thing. I have to get out of here. Oh, your German accent doesn't work. She ran off in the woods. I mean, you know, he's pretty much Germanic anyway. Germanic anyway. Gotta put a little bit more, you know, intensity in your voice. So, as much as I would like to do an example, I probably can't do a proper one. You there. Sense and Mesh. Wait, we can deal with her later. Something's going on near the campfire. Master? I'm just getting attacked, right? Huh? Oh. Grrr. Better. Stay together, everyone. They'll pick you off if they get separated. What's going on? Why are there wild beasts so close to the village? Come on, Abby, let's get out of here. Wait, let me get a piece of firewood, otherwise... Can't go high. See? Gah! Better. We have to stay together, get back. Grrr. God, das... I can't do them. The woof sound that someone makes when the dog gets hit. Huh? Yeah, man, these new world beasties, you are rowdy. Who are you? It's Robin Hood and it's me. Right? I'm right behind him, right? And I'm here. I'm also in the story, right? Just an old dummy who didn't realize he'd been surrounded by wild beasts, young lady. Too bad none of them seem like they'd make a good dinner. Well, they look hungrier than we are. Demonic presence. These beasts. Beasts no longer. What are they instead? Demons. Ringmaster. You don't mind if we throw down with these things, right? Wait, Ringmaster. We need to help these girls first. But how you and Mesh get the girls somewhere safe? Can I have these things acquiring a taste for people? Yeah, don't make a joke, yeah. Martha, Hari and Mesh, go. Sing the Moscow song. No. E. No, did the E meme really transpire into my stream? Please no. I know my E-ing is really my eek was really bad, but don't transpire the E meme into my stream. I have a hard time with the E meme. People throw it at me. Yes, Senpai. I mean, Ringmaster, could you just get your act straight? I'm the good Ringmaster. I know how to act straight. Your village is down that way, right? Then let's get going. So, let's beat them up. Oh yeah, reset. Alright. Oh yeah, friend points. Lock-in streak 1. Very good. Since every lock-in was nuked, I can safely say that I'm as far as everyone else in the dailies. No, I'm not. I missed out a bit. So, as usual, lazy bones. So I know who that is. Nessa is the other one. So this one is probably gonna be Robin Hood. So I'm gonna take Samson. Because I'm smarter now. Anyways. Oh, anyways. This is the first. This is the first section, and we're finally through with it. I need to charge my phone so I can pay more attention now. I lose like 60%. I lose all 70% of my charge in those 2 hours because I keep it on and I have to slowly click into attacking something and touch people. So, God. So here's my proud possession, passion level 40. No, I leveled everyone, okay? I don't keep MHX at level 50. It's not a thing I would do. So I swear it's I swear it's the singularity, okay? I'm not leveling them up to level 40 and 50 and leave them. Wait, that's all just a prologue? Yes. I've been spending 2 hours getting through the prologue. It's not a bad read, but it is quite a lot. It is a whole lot. But I have to say I'm a bit slow at times. So at least, you know, I give him some benefit of the doubt, but still, dear God, it's as much. I'll get there. I'll get through eventually. If I didn't had a second account to attend to, then probably would have, you know, didn't do it much breaks. And if it didn't went into a, you know, into I need to talk about things. Yeah, after I got Okita, I just found the Mets farming hell. Yo, boy. Oh, you're there, yeah. Oh, you're there. Yeah, that's an awful place. FGO is probably one of the more grind-intensive games out there. Like, you know, honestly, it's really, really grind-intensive. I have experience with other gacha games, so I can compare them, and I can safely say, yo, that's tough life. Oh yeah, that's tough life. There's something. I don't know. I can't put. I don't know if you can understand this point, but there's a mat. There's an Evil Bones is the mat name, and there's a servant that I have that need 216 of those. He needs 216 of those Evil Bones in order to level up his skills. I didn't level his skills. Oh, by the way, he's stuck at 666. Ain't there no way I'm gonna throw my Evil Bones away for that one guy. But yeah. Just to put into perspective, I know, and there's a really there are awful servants out there. There are servants that are easier to level, a lot easier, and then there are servants like Blood, who for some ungodly reason is worse than everyone else, but still needs twice as much as everyone else. Gives you a warm smile too. Hey, can I get those 260s? Hey, you don't need them. You don't. What, assassins? Nah, I'm a berserker. So, God, man, this guy's otherwise. He's an otherworldly being. And done. I'll go ahead with Master. Wing Master, come on. Ring leader. You guys finish up here. Not Master. Even I got it wrong now. What's going on here? It's lucky that these creatures weren't too strong, but it seems our strength has been exactly halved. Indeed, this strange false incarnation has more dire effects than I thought. At this point, we might as well be human. We might be informed some tough battle down the road. Yes, it is difficult. But worry not, Sanson. The Buddha always watches and protects in forsaken lands. That's very reassuring, Nessa. How did it feel to you, Media? Oh wait, did you sit that battle out? So it only affects combat? What is it, Media? Don't tell me you're upset that we beat them before you could. True, we may have overdone it. That albino girl saw us fighting. I see, that could be very bad. Do we silence her? Be careful how you say things, Nessa. I'm merely worried about one of those beasts attacking her. I'm going to take a look around. You can't just go ahead and ask if we kill people. Yo, can we kill that lady, that girl? Yeah, I don't like that girl. She saw us do things. F up things. It is just use thanks for upgrading skills just before I check what. Oh, that happened to me too in the beginning. This is like the noob mistake that I did too. I upgraded the skills and then I couldn't level up my MHX. This was so good. This was funny. This was really funny. I was sitting there with a good high skill, but you know, not extended at all. Pretty affordable though, I think. Okita, yeah. Let me check. I'm gonna check for you. And I check for myself. Okita, what does Okita need? She needs she needs 24 Dragon Fangs. That's a bigger amount, but I think it's doable. She needs quite a lot of Dragon Fangs at the very least, but the rest is affordable. Void Dust too is you know, grinded easily. I have a ton of Void Dust. Dragon Fangs I also have a bunch. Yeah, she needs in total she needs 118 108 or 118 108 Dragon Fangs, which is a huge amount, honestly. But hey, if she's affordable, if you have those dragon fangs, I guess. Dragon fangs are easy anyways. Okay, I'll examine these beasts in the meantime. Yeah, she's not acting like the media we know, huh? Are you alright, senpai? It's ringleader. Senpai? I mean, thanks for helping us. We couldn't have escaped from those mean beasts otherwise. It saved our lives. Sensan, Nessa, and Media are putting out the campfire. They'll be here soon. Oh goodness. Are you okay? Teleports behind you. Are you okay, friend? Would be a shame if something would happen to you. Are you okay? Yeah, I got you. I'm sorry. Now that we're out of danger, I was so relieved that my legs gave out. I'm Darren. Can I ask your name? I'm asking, Darren. Of course, I'm Abigail. I live here in Salem. Who are you people? You don't look like sailors or merchants. We almost never get pilgrims or travelers here, and you're all wearing such strange clothes. Come on, irregular element. We agreed upon that. We're the Darren Company, a band of traveling performers. Even though I'm a ringleader, I don't want to stand in front. Irregular element. Sounds radical, man. Bro. This is Darren. He may be young, but he's still the ringleader, right? I guess we can call ringmaster or ringleader anyway. So since everyone drops the master word every 2 seconds, our troop is named after. Good thing, Mish. We got lost on our way to Salem and ended up here in the woods. Performers? Oh wow! You mean you came all this way from Boston? That's wonderful. I've never seen a real play before. Everyone's going to be so happy. By the way, do you know today's date, Abigail? Oh, please call me Abby, Mr. Ringmaster. Today's date? Well, it's already past midnight, so that would make it April 21st. Yesterday was the Sabbath. Sabbath. The year too? It's the year of Lord 1692. Our Lord what? Our Lord. Okay. 1692. Of all the years to come to Salem. Oh boy. Yeah, all my coupons basically go so fangs right now, yeah. Hoard those fangs, boy. Abigail, who are these? Abigail. Let me drink some water. Abigail, who are these people? Oh, Uncle. What's happening? I don't know what you're thinking taking the other children out in the woods in the middle of the night. But I'll deal with that later. Yes, Uncle. This is tough. As for these people, Uncle, they're... Explain. Well now. Traveling performers, The other girls tell me you saved them from a pack of wild beasts. And you are the troop's ringmaster, huh, Mr. Darren? You must let me express my thanks. Let's see if it would be quite difficult to find a decent inn in the Salem at this hour. I can't have much upstanding young man and woman staying at the same flop house as those ruffians from the wharf. Why don't you all come stay at home, my home, if that's alright with you? That sounds great, thank you. Please don't talk too much. Wow, do you mean it, Uncle? That's wonderful. It's the best news I've heard in my whole life, and you're not living for long. That's enough, Abigail. You put all your friends in terrible danger. Once we get home, you will go straight to your room. Yeah, make me laugh. His VO is pretty dope, right? God. I try my best, okay? You will have only water tomorrow. Now I have to laugh because I can't hear myself. I probably sound really bad. You will have only water tomorrow for your breakfast, and I need water. Oh, it goes really bad. Oh, I will survive this. And of course you are forbidden to speak to our guests until I give you permission. Okay, I understand. I will do as you say. I think his voice changed 2 times while I was voicing him. It's really tough to stay. Oh yes, I still haven't introduced myself. I am Randolph Carter, a scholar.
I adopted Abigail as my own daughter after her parents, my sister and her husband, passed away, and she looks a little different because she's, a really important character for later. Now then, it's getting flourish. I have to breathe in a lot of air just to voice this character. Give me a second. I need to find a better way for this. If this guy appears more often in the story, we're gonna have a hard time. if he appears more often than now, we're gonna have a real bad time for my voice. Oh boy. Alright, give me a second. Now then, it's getting rather chilly, and we talk more tomorrow. You feel much better after you rested up from the journey in a nice warm bed. I'll have Tipuda fix you something to eat too. Alright, thanks. Oh, please don't talk too much anymore. You're just the secondary character, please. My poor voice, man. Oh god. The first section. Oh, how long have I been streaming? So with that, I've been streaming for 8 hours now. Okay, yeah, I need a break after this. Oof, yeah. I will read this one out, depending how long this is, and then I'll probably end the stream. Do it another time. Oh. I did not expect T-Tuba to be like that. Too many voices. There we go. Yeah. Phew. Thank you for fetching the water, Tibuda. I guess that will be my lunch today. Water? Only water? Ah, please cheer up, Miss Abby. Where are your guests? Inside? Uncle went off to see the Reverend. I'm sure I will be scolded again later. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know. I can't explain it close, I guess. How's the comms going along, Mesh? I double-checked everything, Senpai, but I'm afraid it's not working. Well, that's not good. I desperately would. Her name just... her name, man. I wanted to desperately avoid to talk about this, but yeah, that's the thing. I guess we're not Da Vinci's. Inventions always work perfectly. Nom nom. Are you eating? Nessa, try swallowing your oatmeal before you speak. Come to think of it, weren't you supposed to be, smarter? Cause stuffing your face when you're a guest in someone's home isn't really a good look, especially when it's in a village that doesn't exactly seem to be overflowing with wealth. Besides, oats are for horses, not people. Nom nom nom. I could do a much better job for preparing this dish, even with the same ingredients. This village just doesn't have the luxury of caring about food. I do feel hunger in this body. It must be an effect of the false incarnation. Of course, I expect we would be regarded with suspicion if we were never seen eating. Try not to be so uptight about it. It'll make things a lot easier if we go around playing up our image as a bunch of weirdos. Hey, I was actually able to check out the entire village. I also spread the word about our troop a bit, so make sure you guys play along now. You already finished investigating the area? It's not even afternoon yet. Way to go, sis. Like you always say, things first. So what is the story of this village? Do we have a convenient storytelling? Like Abby said, this is definitely Salem 1692. All the villagers' stories line up. They're Puritans who originally hail from England. Most of them are farmers, fishers, and hunters, but there's a blacksmith and clothes dyers, not to mention a reverend. They are all industrious colonists who wake up with the sun and spend their days hard at work. There's a number of warehouses at the wharf along the boat's wharf. Or the boats headed to England and the West Indies. Huh? That doesn't line up with our history. Salem didn't get a major wharf until... Did you say boats? As in sailors? Media? I mean, that certainly makes sense given that this is a port town. You kinda seem like Lily for a moment here. Don't lump me with that child. I guess there must have been an error in Sheba's observation, but still, she is acting odd, huh? I noticed other deviations from our history too. People still live their lives here just like they did in our late 7th century, but they're not all the same people. There are lots of folks here who weren't on the list of Salem's original residents. Do you have a list of those? How many information do you have? I haven't yet managed to figure out what it is that they have in common though. I see. Guess that makes this the Salem of our past. For my part, I scoped out the local topography around Sunrise. And while the distinctive topography and the architecture is still all there, the rest seems kind of off. There's a bunch of stuff that doesn't line up with the historical files Shaldia gave us. Then, as we suspected, this village is actually a cunningly crafted fake. So whoever built this place is only using 7th century Salem as a cover, and has swapped out both the civilian and the citizens. Citizens? Question mark? Spell it correctly, friend. Me. So. So. With a singularity from incineration of humanity taking place, what about the people living in modern Salem? Modern. That's just it. There can't be more than 16, maybe 1700 people here. And I didn't sense any place that could be used to keep 50,000 people who disappeared. 50,000 people? I wonder where they could have gone, you know. And that's not our only major problem. There's also the witch trials. In our own histories, 1692 was the very year when the accusations that started witch trials began. This is a peaceful village, or at least it looks the way on the surface. But I did also see farmers arguing pretty fiercely about who owned certain lands. They looked like they were nursing some major frustrations underneath their peaches exteriors. Pious. I don't blame the girls here for wanting to step out in the lair, let their hair down for a bit, like they did last night. I took a peek at the grain stores, and it didn't look like they had much to spare. They must have had a string of poor crops. Seemed to me like they just barely made through the winter. This house just happens to be on the more prosperous side. There aren't any homes that they could have accommodated guests. For that matter, what if the images we got from Sheba were falsified? I can't deny that there's a point. Yeah, I was talking to that at the beginning, but then I said, you know, you can't fake eyes, and then talking about if our eyes are real mirrors and stuff like that. You know, some Will Smith son things. John Smith? My oh my, are you already discussing your next performance? I hope that means you slept well, honored guests. Oh, Tituba, right? That's right. My name is Tituba. I'm Mr. Carter's servant. Servant, huh? So it's the servant system works here. I see. A servant? Her? She looks, really interesting. I apologize for prying that Tituba, but may I ask, you wish to know where I'm from? I was born on the island of Barbados in the Caribbean. A lot of people like me were. I may work for Mr. Carter now, but I used to work for Miss Abby's father. We were told that Abby gets wait, you were a servant for that long? Does it work like I don't know the servant law. So it goes there and there. It goes in and out when I know and when I don't know. So you can just transfer servants? That's right. They were both killed by native people and Miss Abby was very sad about it for that's why we shouldn't have brought in Geronimo, I guess. Very sad about it for a long time. I felt terrible for her. I don't know what would have become of her if her uncle hadn't come along with a really strange voice. She's doing much better these days. It's wonderful to see her smiling and happy again, but now I hear she was nearly killed by wild beasts in the woods. She must have been frightened out of her mind. Killed by the natives, Native Americans. So this is why Geronimo said he would be putting a master in unnecessary danger if he came along. Most people were pretty wary of outsiders after having their parents killed. But not her. She still seems really trusting. Yes, she really is very kind. She even goes out of her way to talk to servants like myself. I hope you don't mind if you ask another question. Last night there was another girl besides Abigail's friends who... Oh, would you look at the time? I'm sorry, but I need to get back to work. I hope you enjoy your stay. W2. Thanks for the food. Master, a word if you don't mind. What do you make of that servant? She seemed perfectly nice. She was suspiciously good looking. That she was. No. Why can't I say she was suspiciously nice? Like this and that. I would let's say this, but you know.
Why can't I do that? Why can't I put 1 and 1 together? Oh well, here we go for that one. You mean preternaturally beautiful. You gotta be, what is that word? Preternaturally beautiful. No, I thought she was rather homely. Is something wrong, Media? Can't say that with it. Never say this word again in front of me, please. It's not safe to say stay here. This place is being subjected to something more powerful than we realize. Really? I'd say this place brings back some nice memories. The wind whistling through the gaps in the... You won't betray me. The sour smell. You betrayed me twice already. You might as well do it a third time. And Sanson is my friend. The head-splitting sound of the church bells. The bland, pasty food. The boring British small talk. Those hardly sound like pleasant memories. At any rate, don't forget that we have a duty to help those missing 50,000 people, Robin. Alright, sorry, I almost forgot about that. Froglegs here hoping along after us. Would you care to say that again? No, don't start that again, you two. Huh? No, Tituba didn't do anything. Okay, give me a second. It's probably Abigail. Why are you doing this? I think they came from outside. That was Abby's voice. Hey, I was right. Guess they had to have the head of the houses back. Oh my god. Step aside, Abigail. I'm the one who deserves to be punished, Uncle, not her. Didn't you say that yourself? Miss Abby. The other girls and the parents say otherwise. They say that the Tuba taught you a heretical ritual, and that you all snuck out last night to attempt it. Then had to promise to keep quiet about it, so that rumors don't spread around the village that the witch trials begin. What in the world were you doing in the forest in the middle of the night? I hope you don't talk much. Is something wrong, Mr. Carter? Please don't talk. Mr. Darren, I'm afraid my niece was doing something even worse than believed last night. Unfortunately, I can no longer permit her to attend your production. What? But that's not fair. Come on, we're all kids once, right? We gotta do some rituals every now and then and sacrifice, sticks. This is no mere mischief to be simply excused. It is fortunate you were there to ensure no one was hurt. But Tidura must be punished, and harshly, for filling the children's head with this nonsense. She will no longer be permitted to be in their company. Punished? No, Uncle, please. She only told me because I begged her to. Please, Uncle, punish me instead. I'll take whatever punishment you see fit. Even lashes, so... Jeez. Please. It's okay, Miss Abby. I'll be alright. If I may, Mr. Carter, I understand how frustrating it must be to have a young girl under your charge running off at night. You must have been worried and sick about Abby to have come so deep into the woods searching for her. That said, I know that wild beasts sometimes go after livestock, but I thought that they usually stayed away from people these days. That's true, but not just beasts we need to worry about. The nearby forest is very dangerous. Some even say this land is cursed. That God himself has forsaken our village. Abigail. Abigail. Abigail! She just ran off. Mr. Carter? Leave her be. As for you, Tituba, you are no longer to talk about your hometown, no matter how much the other girls back you. Is that clear? Yes, Mr. Carter. I promise I won't do it again. I'm so sorry about this. We're not talking about the different things, right? What should we do, Senpai? What do you think, Mash? We need to look for clues about the demon god, Gotta finish this. I couldn't agree more. Something's definitely happening there. So, can I... oh, frick. I see. So we're split up into teams and investigate the village further, understood? Our goal is to find someone trustworthy. Alright, Nessa, what do you say you go check out the ocean? Detection ability, full power. I'll stay in Mr. Carter's house, Master. It'd be dangerous to go around dressed like this anyways. And there's something nagging me about Tituba. I'll keep an eye on Mr. Carter while I'm at it. Got it. Sounds good. Don't talk about this guy though, or with this guy. And hey, okay, I think we can commence the end of the stream now. We did not much, but it just took us 2 hours to get to section 1, part 2. Honestly, a whole lot it took us. But we got enough information for now. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'ma be off. I'ma be off. I'ma be doing whatever. Take a break, getting some much needed rest for my voice. So we can probably do the friend point summon. You know, friend point summon, friend point review. How much do we get? How much good do we get? We get Medusa, and we get this thing. Increase your MP strength. Those are fine. Done. Yeah, I'm off now. I lost a lot of energy. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks for the follow today, and the follows the other stream as well. I'll be off. Guys have a good night. Thanks for the stream, senpai. Thanks for watching me. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. So I see. Like this, if this is going into this pace, I probably need weeks in order to finish this. But we can't have that. we can't have weeks in order to finish this. I know that the missions are the stories are time gated, so at the very least I can try and rush until chapter 3 was it. That is the most recent one that I can technically play. Let me double check, but you know, everything for later. Okay, bye guys.